Good morning, beautiful people. Dr. Eve here. Hope all is well. Such a great day to be among the lands of the living. And if you are here, say, Father, I thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things sustainable living and building strong home economies from the soil up. It's a beautiful day in the garden, everyone. I am coming off of a wonderful Saturday where we were in community celebrating 50 years of social work practice with ENCRABSW. Children were laughing, we were creating and making jewelry, we were discussing books and keeping books alive. We were in community unity and talk about defining ourselves each and every day. That was powerful because it embodies everything that I believe when I think about what God has me creating here in the beautiful garden right here on our estates. So it's exciting to share with the community each and every day what's growing here, how they can grow, where to get started, all the beautiful ways in which you can begin with the soil. We talked about me learning to bake some bread. So that's on my bucket list, right? So there are many things. We had short stories about grandma's kitchen where she would shoo me out of the kitchen, right? There were many things that we grow that we remember, but those are some of the things that I yearn for now that I remember, and I see such importance in understanding how to, right? Because I am a how to-er. Like I am a creative and I enjoy making things myself. And so as I learn more about the things I didn't know, I'm here to share with all of you, like the beautiful greenhouse we have here, all the beautiful things that are growing in the greenhouse. Listen, I found a way to keep my pots moist in here without having to keep watering them every day. By the way, I am actually leaving the greenhouse open at night. And so leaving it open at night is doing well. Listen, we had a hard rain the other day. I'm surprised. My husband says, I'm really surprised that thing is still standing. I said, well, baby, if there's bricks in here. So if you see, I hold it down with bricks. There are bricks on every single side. If the bricks go, well, that was a mighty, mighty, mighty storm. But we know that those types of storms do exist. But as I was saying, I have found this beautiful way to keep the pots moist on the inside of the greenhouse. And I am doing, I have them some pots. Let me just show you really quickly. So I have put them on little holders. See these little holders? So when I water them, they capture the water, right? So now they are feeding from the bottom up. So I really love that for me because I don't have to worry about them getting dry. And do y'all remember that basil that I potted up the other day? Look at it stretch itself out. Do you hear me? So these little babies right here, I put them in, I repotted them because I wanted them to last. Hi there. How are you? But I have a whole bunch more right here that I need to pot up, and maybe we'll pot those up today because we don't want them to get dried out. We want to make sure that we salvage, that we continue to make do with the vegetables and do right by them. We want to stay abreast and on top of what we are doing. The most important thing, you have to stay on top of your task, right? Look at this zucchini. I see a zucchini that popped up here. This plant is still surviving. Y'all, there's a zucchini there, there's one there. The problem is The boys are closing up before I can get to the girls. Or maybe it did help itself. I don't know because that one looks like it was open early. So thank you so much. I let it down every now and then. I'm just getting out of the bed today. I rested in today. So usually when I come out, I keep my head wrapped because of the bugs. I don't want to get any ticks in my hair, because my mama had a big lump on her head from a tick that got, they aim for your hair. What kind of bug is that? My goodness. Y'all know something when y'all start growing stuff, bug. I do remember you, She Was Very, and I'm so glad you subscribed and that you are getting the notifications. Let me show you something else here in the greenhouse. So I have had these kale. These are kale that I grew during the winter, right? I gave away so many kale, but these are root bound now, so they cannot grow much more. But I put them in here, so now I am taking them out, and look at there. You see how in a day, they just started just one of these. One just did all of this. I am concerned about my ginkgo tree though. I brought it outside and it looks like it's either too wet or something's going on with it. But I grew this from it may need some fertilizer. I'm going to give it some fertilizer. But will you look at the basil growing in there too? So I popped some of that same basil like this over there in all of these plants because what I don't want to do is I don't want to give a feast. I don't want to create a feast over here for that white moth. So I put basil in there with it. Hopefully it'll continue to grow. But I'm just loving this, y'all. They are just popping out. Look at that. So today I'm gonna look at this one right here. This one. I need to get a swivel for this. This is the only thing about they hard to rotate. But they are growing so nicely, aren't they? Look at there. Look. So I'm going to put what did I say I was going to put up here? Some beans. This is lemongrass, of course. I got a lot of things in here to keep bugs away, but they still in this house, okay? Like my marigolds, they're growing. Holy basil, of course. Regular basil, Thai basil. I put in all kinds of things to keep bugs away. So there is a lot of rich aroma in the room, and so I'm excited about that. All right, let's get back to it. So I'm just here just for a little while today, because I am some breathtaking activities happening in the world, and I'm a little reserved today. I'm a little reserved, but I get to heal here in the garden. So I'm super excited about that. That no matter what is going on in the world, I get to come here in this space and heal every day. I get to watch the work of God, the hand and the move of God through the things that are growing. The fact that I'm so grateful for having at least started growing food. With the conditions of the world will change very rapidly in our current crisis. Things will begin to change, and um, I am hoping that each one will teach one, that individuals will take up their cross and bear it, and begin to look out for their families, because one bag at a time. If you learn how to grow some greens and greens will get you some seeds, those are survival foods, right? So it's so important that we do this thing uh, to assure. Well, we can't guarantee anything, but what we can do is be prepared, right? By growing something, you know, go to your local, go to your local Family Dollar if they have seeds left. Get seeds. Get some of these little pots right here. Look, $1.25. Put some holes in them. At this point, we're not caring about the fact that they're plastic. We just want to grow it. You want to grow. If you do care, then get the cloth bag. Get the cloth bags. You can get them on Amazon for a few dollars. But baby, we've got to grow food. That's a raspberry. Like we have got to. This is tin can, tin foil from the Dollar Tree that I'm growing lemongrass in, and arugula, lettuce. If you have lettuce, you've got food, right? You've got a salad. You can make salad dressings out of aloe vera, not aloe vera, but what is that? Avocados or vegetables, and then put lemon juice or lime juice. You know, if you're growing lemons and limes, that's why we need to be growing these things. We need to be growing. We need to be growing, people. We need to be growing. Oh, wow. We got a lemon? Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I got lemons and limes growing on the same tree. Let me show y'all this. This is wild. I know that's a lime. This is a lime tree, but look at this. Do y'all see that? That's a lemon. That's a lime. There are limes all over. This thing, this one little lime tree is absolutely loaded with limes. It's loaded. When I say it's loaded, I mean, and the flowers are they're getting pollinated every day, all the way down to the root. But this is why we have to grow these things, because these things make food. Look at that big baby. And the thing about it is the stems are so strong. The branches of these trees are so strong that don't underestimate its ability to hold these limes, right? You don't. This is all lime activity, y'all. Each one of these is a lime. Where there's a flower, there's a lime. Look at these limes. Look at that. But I am taken aback, y'all, because this is a lemon. This is a lemon. So I'm really trying to figure out what kind of tree I actually planted, because it looks like it could be a hybrid. That's crazy. I just noticed that. Yeah, it looks like it could be a hybrid. But anyway, I have a lemon over here. Oh, but that's lemon and lime over there too, because that's green. Maybe we doing both lemon. Maybe these are some kind of let me go look. Hold on. Because I am really curious now. Because it could be that they're both, like they're a hybrid. Oh yeah, they're both. Oh no, this says lemon. This says lemon. Yeah. So those lemons are growing. It's hot out here, y'all. So I'm not gonna be out here long because I'm gonna stay out of this heat. You know, I gotta get them strawberries up though, because they are throwing out shoots. That's one thing I gotta do today, is plant the rest of those kale, and I have got to cut these. I gotta prune these strawberries because they are throwing shoots outside of the bed. So you're gonna have strawberries all over the place. Even though they're not yielding a lot of strawberries though this year, I'll probably get a bunch next year. But I do see some coming in. Let's see what we got. I do see a few berries coming in. Here, a few flowers. But I had this thing on tight lock. This strawberry tree was on tight lock because I was trying to keep it from there's a strawberry there, but they're really little. So you see all these shoots? Those are shoots. It's throwing out babies everywhere. Look at there. So I'm going to have to repot. I'm going to have to repot those babies. Ooh, God, it's hot. It's hot out here, y'all. So I'm going back inside because your girl can't take these heat. I'll come back out a little later when it's a little cooler. Check on the grapevine and everybody out here, because ain't much you can do out here in this desert heat. Oh, but it's cool right here. So let me sit right here in the cool of things, because I have created some cool spots in my garden. I've put up tents, I've put up coverings, all the things, right? You have to put up, create space. Ooh, y'all, that sweat, I mean, that heat'll make you blush. Y'all, that heat will make you blush. It will. So, anyway, I am not going to stay long today. I'm seeing tomatoes blossom. I'm loving it. Blueberries, probably a bunch of blackberries out there, but y'all can't do it today. I'm going to have to start coming out early in the morning because they actually need to get watered early in order to survive this heat. We are in the middle of a heat wave, extreme heat conditions. Next week we may see 99s and 100s. Um, yeah, there's that possibility that we may see that kind of weather. But I have this water hose right here because, baby, worst come to worst, if I'm outdoors, I can create me a shower. I have a little shower. I have a little shower. And then, yeah, I might go get me a little baby pool just to put out here and put my feet in or something. But it's hot, it's warm. But I want y'all to keep the faith. Regardless of what is happening in the world, it's happening. Um, but we have to encourage each other, and you have to encourage yourself. And so I'm in the encourage myself moment where I'm grateful and thank God. We can never be prepared enough. Never. But we should prepare, right? So this was just a recap video of yesterday and some of the things that I'm going to have to tend to today. Wanted to share with you the kale that's growing in the new um, tower, and how beautifully it's growing, as a matter of fact. The basil replant, the lime update, and possible lemon. Y'all, like, unbelievable. And the tomatoes are growing, and the cucumbers are growing. But they can grow so fast, y'all, that you can have a little tiny cucumber one day and have a whole great big one the next. So, but things are looking okay this morning, and I'm going to take the rest of the day to kind of figure out some things in the house, maybe do some budgeting, some administrative duties or something. Or maybe I'll just relax and do some crocheting and drink lots of water. Um, the olives, y'all, the olives are growing. I'm just I'm just grateful, Father. I thank you. I'm just incredibly grateful. You guys have the most amazing day, and whatever you do, don't let anyone get in the way on your journey to becoming who God has called you to become. Time is of the essence. We must be who we must be. And most of all, stay present with your God. Stay present with God. Repent, forgive, and heal and live. There's no words, in my opinion, for what is happening right now. But I'm grateful to know God. I'm just grateful to know God. So get in your word, study to show thyself approved. Sow a seed today. Grow some food. Peace and blessings, everyone. See you on the next video.